Hi Merlin. Well, you told me you started to deliver Sophia Circle Journey since more than a year now for group. So people making a group experience, right? And throughout the time, you were figuring out there's a lot of women there, isn't it?
Yes, predominantly women. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So you told me one day, oh, I have to do this for men. Why?
Um, the throughout the my own journey with the Sophia Code, I think it's probably a good place to start. Was I really recognised how the divine feminine Christ teachings that the Sophia Code has really helped me to heal and to grow and develop spiritually and to mentor with the ascended masters of the Sophia Code were significant in my growth and spiritual path that I've been on. And then when I started to lead Sophia Circle Journeys, I actually witnessed then the people who were taking part, their own transformations, their own healing, their own growth, and it was beautiful to witness. But they were, yes, predominantly women. And I think it's kind of important that initially we were focused on the return of the divine feminine, the need for the feminine to rise and to be more in the forefront because of the history of the planet and what we've been through with this patriarchal kind of wounded masculine way of doing things. And as I was going through my own journey, I began to realize and reflect on how it's been for me as a man to be able to go through that process, to be able to go through the healing using the divine feminine teachings. And then it kind of got to a point where I felt like there's something missing here. And was really wanting to understand what my place was. Where do I sit within this new wave of divine feminine Christ leadership that was coming through as a divine masculine man in this world? And so then I started to kind of dive a little deeper into that and begin to really understand what it was for me and what I needed to do. And how powerful it was. I'd had personal struggles with what it was to be a man in this world. How do I relate to women? How is the right way of relating to women? And how do I relate with other men when what I was witnessing in the world was really not very nice things? The women being treated badly, men not knowing how to behave with one another. I'd also done research in my book that I wrote in relation to suicides in the UK, and that 2/3 of suicides were men in the UK. I think those statistics were 2019, and the more I delved into it, the more that I realised that there's this struggle for men. That they often don't know how they need to be, and there is very mixed messages that are out there about what a man's role is now. And so with everything happening in the spiritual community very much focused on divine feminine, it was how do I then move forward and be embodied as a divine masculine man. So through my journey, as I've kind of gone through with that, I then have begun to really learn and understand what it means to be able to balance the divine masculine, the divine feminine energies within me, but to be able to really begin to embody what it is to be a divine masculine man. And those, everything I've learned, everything that I have experienced, I felt like I really want to share this. And then I was meditating one time and I had a very clear message. You need to do this for men. I had witnessed, so the Sophia Code movement has kind of grown and risen very, very quickly over a short period of time. And there's a lot of wonderful divine feminine spiritual leadership there. But there wasn't an example of a divine masculine one. And I felt like, well, I was the first man to be certified as a Sophia Circle leader within the movement. And so this message was very clear. This is the next step. This is what I need to do moving forward.
Great. So you are going to create now the men's circle. So how do you do that?
So I am doing a program of 16 circles which incorporates the Sophia Circle Journey. So at the beginning, what we're going to be doing is really exploring kind of what we've been taught about the masculine, and giving initiates the opportunity to explore their own masculine self. We're going to look at wounded masculine and feminine as well, and help the initiates to really identify where they're at and what issues or challenges they've personally come up against. And then to really understand the difference between divine feminine and divine masculine, and what that really looks like and feels like within. So that at the beginning of the program, there's a very clear direction in terms of this is what it looks like. So as they then go into the Sophia Circle Journey, which is going to be very focused on that balance between divine feminine and divine masculine, that they are very focused on where they're at and where they then can be, how they can be using the teachings of the Sophia Code to support them in their journey.
Mm-hmm. And you say these are 16 sessions. So how long will this take? How many months?
So the plan at the moment is to run them once every 2 weeks. So the 16 circles will go over 32 weeks. This gives time for integration and time for reflection in between, because this is also needs to be a very practical thing. So how they can actually embody, these men can embody them in their day-to-day lives.
And will they have a chance as well to find new friends maybe?
Yeah, I think that's a very important aspect. How I see this is for these men who are on the same journey to be able to be in a safe space together, to support one another, to really understand, like only men can understand men really in those situations. So it's really an opportunity to grow friendships and to meet new people who are very much on the same path.
Well, we are looking forward to your men's circle, and probably we talk in a year again and see the results of that.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. For me, it's a very deep kind of passion. I have feel like it's kind of part of my life purpose to be able to be doing this. And it's been such an important aspect of my life that I really want to kind of bring it to other men and support other men in their own journeys and their own path.
Thank you very much, Merlin.
Thank you.